Hi everyone, I'm Evangeline right here at eTrailer, and we have some special visitors this week. We have Thule in the house giving training and showing off some really cool new stuff. Now, we got to put this new bike rack on the back of my car, so...
Hey, I'm Ian from Thule, excited to be here in Waynesville. Today we're going to be showing off our new Thule OutPace. So this is a 2-bike rack for the casual cyclist. It works with 1.25" or 2-inch hitch receivers. And right now we have it in the storage position, so it's tilted up against the back of the vehicle. When it's time to mount your bike, simply pull this release handle, simply unfold the rack, extend your mounting arm, and then you're ready to start mounting.
That was pretty fast. Did I see a pull handle instead of a regular button or lever that you have to press?
Absolutely.
That's very
interesting. So our pull handle allows you to tilt down the rack and lift it back up, or pull it again to tilt it back to the back of the vehicle.
Awesome. So how easy is it to load this up? Could I do it just, is there a front wheel mount? Is there a frame mount? How does that work?
This is a frame mounted bicycle rack, so you're going to be able to mount anywhere on the top tube, down tube, seat tube, or seat post of the bike, depending on the size.
So we have our mount, so I can put this around the seat tube, right?
Absolutely.
Good spot for it?
Yep, you can just push it closed, ratchet it.
Yeah, this feels like the Thule OutPace with that ratchet.
It's very similar. It shares a lot of its DNA with Thule OutPace. It's a little bit positioned a little differently for the more casual cyclists. This can hold bikes up to 55 pounds, so certain e-bikes are compatible. It either mounts 1 or 2 bikes.
Okay, so a lightweight rack with a heavy-duty rating, honestly, with 55 pounds.
Yes. In a very compact size, so you're getting a lot of value here in a very compact size.
It is really compact, yes. So same locks on the arm, and do we have a way to lock the bike rack to the car too?
Absolutely. Down below, if you punch in, you can see our AccuTight lever. So we utilize that system across a number of products in our lineup, and it includes a lock to lock it to the rack to the vehicle, but also a lever to tighten it onto the vehicle.
All right, well, we have ourselves strapped down completely and just in time. So it's about to rain for us right here at eTrailer. So it looks like I could just pull this down, towards me. This comes down, so if I needed to grab my helmet, grab an umbrella real quick, look at all that clearance.
Yep.
So that's a downside I've noticed with some smaller, more lightweight bike racks. You lose out on tilting features because they're more affordable.
Yes.
You said this is more of an entry-level bike rack.
Correct.
Do you lose out on any features?
No, this is a really value-packed rack, so we know people want to be able to get inside in the back of their vehicle, so we've integrated that tilt option down. That's also the same mechanism that you use to fold the rack up for storage. So, if you don't want to keep your rack on all the time, typically the person using this rack maybe rides a few times a month, and they don't want to keep the rack on all the time. So we wanted to make sure it's super easy to take the rack off and make it nice and compact to store it in the back of the vehicle.
We got to scurry inside the studio real quick, took the bike off, so let's see how fast this folds up. So straps go in first.
Yep, absolutely. Just into their little storage slot.
This goes down, and this just flips over.
There.
That's cool. And then to bring it back up, we just pull on this, and we're folded up flat. That is really compact.
Yes.
When you look around, there's so much visibility around the bike rack.
Really set out to design this rack to be super compact and lightweight. So it comes in at under 30 pounds, roughly 28.5 pounds. So we want to make it very portable, very compact by folding the wings in, so you could store it, inside the back of your vehicle when you weren't using it, or if you live in a more urban environment, don't have a ton of storage in a garage, that you could take it inside and store it easily in a closet.
So for those who leave their bike racks on their car, you have the shiny, you have the really good, sleek-looking bike racks. But for those who aren't biking all the time, this is something that would probably be better for them.
Absolutely, correct. This is more for that recreational cyclist that's not leaving their bike rack on or riding every day.
That's awesome. You said it's around 35 pounds?
It's actually 28.5 pounds, so it's super lightweight.
28.5. Okay, so if I was to take this bike rack off and haul it around, pretty lightweight?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's try that out. So So we have our lever over here, and it's unlocked right now, so I am able to take this out. I do recognize this handle style. Something I've heard a lot from people is they don't always realize you can pull it to get yourself some better leverage when tightening down. All right, so that's off. Pull that pin, grab the bike rack. Oh, that's really lightweight.
Super compact. It even folds down even more. If you pull the strap again, you can fold the stinger assembly.
So pull this strap and folds down flat.
Yep.
Oh, it stands on its own too.
Yes, it's self-standing, again, to make it easy to store.
All right, so hold on to that for a second. And we can toss it right in with all the other rock climbing gear. That's pretty nice. So if I was to just ready for a bike ride, show up at my friend's house, she has all the bikes, just take this out, load it up,
Exactly.
good to go.
Ready to go.
That's really cool. So here at the shop, we work with a lot of your different bike racks. And a big thing for that is they're really heavy. They're really good, extra heavy electric bikes. If I needed to carry 6 bikes, there's an option for that. But there's also an option for your recreational cyclist.
Absolutely.
Just wants to go out for a quick bike ride, but doesn't want to carry a bike rack around all the time. Well, thanks for hanging out. Very excited. Excited to look at the other bike racks and cargo options that you guys have here. So here at eTrailer, we did a bunch of training. We did a quick look at a bunch of different items and things. If you're curious about that, you can check that all out here on our website. But today, my name is Evangeline here at eTrailer with our Thule team. Thanks for hanging out.